Hi, everybody. I am B.L.K.Q, and I lead our Black Employee Resource Group, B.L.K.Q, which stands for Black Limeade Kings and Queens. This ERG is for Limeates who identify as Black. Over the last few months, there's been a concerted effort to hire more people of color at Limeade, specifically Black people. While this is great for diversity, it's also important to focus on inclusion. The Black ERG provides a forum for Black Limeates to have a place to get together, collaborate, share ideas, and grow both personally and professionally. In the 6 years that I've been at Limeade, we've had very few Black Limeates come through the door. In general, we haven't been able to keep the few that we've had long term. The Black ERG aims to change that moving forward. This is a group that is focused on helping Black Limeates feel supported and empowered in their work. Let's hear from a few of our fellow Limeates about how the Black ERG has helped to shape their experience at Limeade.
Joining a new company during these very interesting and new times could have been very lonely and isolating, being that I interviewed virtually, I accepted my offer virtually, I onboarded virtually. I've literally have had almost no opportunity to meet the people that I would be working with. The cool thing about the Black ERG is that I immediately had a place where I could where even though virtual was a barrier, culture wasn't a barrier. And that level of familiarity and connection was immediately there. So, the awkwardness sometimes that getting to know new people brings, and then you throw the virtual lens on top of it, being able to sit in front of all of you and laugh and have, understand each other's jokes and sense of humor and just that general relatability literally cleared a whole barrier and made me just feel so welcome. And all of you just kind of brought me into the fold. I felt immediately like a sister. And it was so welcoming.
I think for me, first and foremost, it's just super clear that Black people, minorities in general, are pretty underrepresented in tech companies. And so I think that when I came to Limeade, I was very quickly looking for, like, who are my people here? Who are going to be my people here? And, coming from health tech and venture capital, I was used to being one of the few minorities in the room. And, when I looked on the website, I didn't see very many people of color. Thankfully, B.L.K.Q, you were part of my interview loops. I'm like, at least I'm not going to be the only Black person here. And so then we organized I got to meet you, and then John came into the company, and then Opay was here. And I was like, let's create a space where, we can spend time together. So just four of us homies spending time together, and then Dottie got hired, and we're like, yo, bring her in. And so I think for me, just the value of, there's a shared experience I think that we have, although we all come from very different backgrounds, and there's a lot of uniqueness and novelty, even within our 5-person group, and more to come, hopefully. But there's a lot of uniqueness and novelty, but there's a shared experience of being Black in America, being Black in tech, being Black in space, and in this, present moment where there are real issues that are impacting the way that we show up day to day. And so I think for me, that one of the biggest value adds has just been to create space with people who see, know, understand, and share an experience with me.
I really believe that our Black ERG at Limeade has impacted our culture in really two big ways. The first way is that it's an amazing demonstration of our values. You can think of specific values like speak plainly, raising your hand and saying things need to change, things aren't working. That's a huge example of speak plainly. I'd say we're a team, really showing the experience that our Black and African American employees are having at Limeade and in the world, and just really, feeling for the experience they're going through. I will never forget, it was probably one of the most compelling things I've ever seen at Limeade was the first public Black ERG, when Dottie and Mubarak and Daniel all shared their experience of being Black in America. It really touched me in such a deep way, and I know it did so many other people. It really was just so courageous. So I am so grateful to the people who are on the Black ERG and who are leading this charge, just making a huge difference in our culture, and so grateful for you. Thank you for all that you're doing.
In 2020, we've been very intentional about creating dialogue and educational opportunities for Limeates regarding the Black experience. Racial justice, or the lack thereof, has been very prevalent in our conversations in and outside of work as of late. As an ERG, we wanted to help to guide that discussion and ensure that our perspectives were heard. Over the next 12 months, we will return to our original purpose and look to support ourselves during these challenging social times. We want to be sure that those of us who identify as Black feel supported and cared for. We also want to ensure that we continue to build a solid and safe space for our future Black Limeade kings and queens. If you have any questions about the Black ERG, please reach out to me, and you can also connect with the People team. Thank you and have a great day.